full band tour a couple of times.
Yeah.
The first time you did it was right before the Right Kind of Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So do you have an estimated date for your full band tour?
No, not yet. What I'm really looking to do is finish the record first, and I have about a week left of tracking, and that's going to happen right after this tour ends. And then once that happens, we're going to figure out like a release schedule.
Oh, my bad.
And follow the you know, the release schedule with the tour. So.
Do you plan on stopping by the Sacramento area again?
Absolutely, and it'll probably be sometime this summer, because it's a totally different experience. A full band experience versus like a acoustic experience.
Yeah.
It's different for the fans. I think they want to see both. You know.
Do you think you're more engaging during an acoustic performance?
I think so. I think it's less stress to like try to put on like a show, and it's more about kind of getting down on everybody's level and you know, being with them rather than like over them. And I think it's, you know, it's how I got started, and I always used to play acoustic before, and I miss that, so it's fun to do it sometimes.
So you just came out with a new EP and a new single, so how do you think your fans have received them?
Really well. I was actually kind of worried about the single, because it's a little different. It's really upbeat.
It is really
and I mean, Shake It Off's like the kind of song that like you can listen to in the summertime, and it just makes you feel good. And like the whole idea behind it is like, you know, shit happens, and you just can't like sweat it. You can't like worry about it, because it's not going to get you anywhere. And like if you stay positive, like my whole like thing in the past few years is like I learned how to like be positive throughout like, you know, any situation. I mean, you can conjure that up, but as long as you like keep that like in mind, then you'll be able to like infect other people around you with positivity, and the more you do that, like less bad stuff will happen to you, unless like, you know, you have to deal with much less, because people are like working with you rather than like, you know, you feeling like you're working alone. So. You know, I've learned a lot about myself, and with that like whole new like, you know, turn towards like staying positive, I feel like I'm in like one of the happiest places in my life that I've been in, and I feel really healthy and happy, and I think it's important to write about what you feel and what you want to write about. So you know, it's been really exciting for me, and I know it may be a little bit different, and fans are kind of used to the melancholy, like, you know, like love songs, dark, like, you know, breakup songs and all that stuff. But when it comes down to it, like, you write about what you're feeling, and I'm feeling really happy, so.
You write about your life.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like I remember Mark said last year, it's like a diary when listening to your songs.
No, well, that's true. I mean, and playing on stage is my therapy, so.
How did you feel the energy of the crowd tonight?
Amazing, actually. Really, like, it was. I don't want to say surprising, because that makes me think that, you know, that makes it seem like I didn't think the crowd was going to be great, but it was definitely more energetic than I was expecting. I mean, usually it's like energetic and it's a really fun show. And we had a great show in Anaheim at the House of Blues last night, and it was like, you know, I was thinking that it was going to be hard to top, but it was really, really amazing to be out there with the fans tonight.
You had your signature Bud Light out there during your performance. You have one right now. So, how did that ritual
I'm not endorsed by Bud Light. I have no affiliation with them.
How did that begin?
I don't know, like we started touring, and we'd always get Miller Lite on a rider, and then like somewhere along the line after a few years it changed to Bud Light, and I've just been drinking that. It's my, like, you know, it's kind of my go-to, that and PBR. But and like the whole idea is I like to have, you know, a few drinks before I go on, just to loosen me up, and you know, because going on stage, like, a lot of people don't like realize it's like very like mental, and you have to be like in a place where you feel comfortable with everybody, like on a very personal level. And like, you know, it's like when you go out like for the night and you're going to hang out, like the first 10 minutes everybody's kind of quiet, and you drink a couple beers, and then it like turns into a party. And so like I just, you know, I like to like just like be a little loose and comfy with the crowd, and it's just fun, man. Like I just I like thrive off of, you know, playing shows to people that care about it, and yeah, and I want to be on their level as much as I possibly can. So, and Bud Light's pretty good.
What was your favorite moment during tonight's show?
My favorite moment was right when I came out and I strummed the first few chords of that song Vulnerable, like right when I came out, and everybody freaked and it was so loud, and I was just like, wow, okay. Like I knew immediately like this is going to be a really good show. So yeah.
Alright, and you had a mixture of old songs, new songs, and covers on your set list, so how do you go about choosing what songs you're going to play?
It's funny because I remember you know, going to shows and seeing bands that I liked like when I was younger, and like waiting for a certain song, hoping they would play it, and you know, sometimes they would and sometimes they wouldn't. And I always kind of like thought about that same question, like how'd they like choose that set list? And like really, it comes down to me just like sitting around and like my tour manager asking me, so what songs are you playing? And I'm like, okay, well I just start listing them off, kind of like, you know, the first ones that come to my head. And you know, the arrangement of the set list is a little bit like, you know, you have to figure there's like different tunings, and you have to kind of like arrange it in a certain way, and like mix like more upbeat songs, you know, together, and then like to like, you know, go down a little bit. But yeah, it's kind of random, to be completely honest. And you know, it's songs that I know that like people will like, but then again, I've also had like so many releases I can't fit it all into like an hour and 15-minute set, so I kind of have to just pick and choose what I think people will like.
Go with the flow.
Yeah, exactly. Go with the flow. Rolling with the homie.
Alright, thank you so much.
It's
I
from
suddenly
Clueless.
feel so old now. Thank you very much for making me feel my age.
You feel your age? Why do you feel your age?
Because I remember when that happened.
Yeah?
Yes.
Well, me too.
We can be old together.
I'm not a very young dude. I'm getting there. 31 years old. I'm 31. I don't care. I don't lie about my age. I don't think I need to.
You don't look 31. I look like I'm 12 though, so it's good.
Well, there you go. Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.